4 people have now been arrested in the Benghazi consulate attack that killed U.S. Ambassador to Libya Christopher Stevens and 3 other Americans. Arwa Damon is at the consulate in Benghazi for us this morning. Arwa, you actually spoke to a Libyan official there. What did he tell you?
That's right. We spoke to the head of the General National Congress, who is now saying that they do, in fact, believe that this was a deliberate, pre-planned attack on U.S. interests, designated to inflict maximum damage and drive a wedge between both countries. This entire compound has been utterly destroyed. I'm actually standing in what I was told was the main residence. The walls are charred black. There's debris all over the floor. It's been completely and totally gutted. This is also the very same building where eyewitnesses are saying that the ambassador died. I was speaking to the owner of the compound who rented it out, and he wanted, and he's asking that a message be sent out that this act of horrific violence is not representative of all Libyans. This is not why they took on the revolution to bring down Gaddafi's regime, and he wanted to send his deepest condolences to the ambassador's family and to the families of all those who perished. The government now is very aware that it has to somehow bring those who carried this out to justice. Those 4 who were arrested at this point, not much details being disclosed about which group they were affiliated with. All we are being told by the government is that they do believe that they were affiliated with some sort of extremist organization. The big issue right now, though, is, Christine, that the government, pretty much that it is currently, as it stands, incapable of controlling these armed gangs that operate in some parts of the country, like here in Benghazi, with pretty much complete and total impunity.
Arwa Damon live for us in Benghazi at the consulate this morning. Thanks, Arwa.
We have a packed hour ahead on Early Start. Protests erupting again across the Muslim world. Today may be the most angry day yet on the streets of places like Cairo and Benghazi and Baghdad, and we'll have live reports from the hotspots. Also, our experts on the region and a possible response weighing in all morning long. Later on Early Start, we're talking to Peter Brooks, former Deputy Assistant Secretary of Defense. And then starting at 7 a.m. on Starting Point with Soledad O'Brien, former Assistant Secretary of Defense Jamie Rubin, Middle East analyst Robin Wright, and Obama campaign foreign policy advisor Ambassador Tim Romer, as well as Ambassador Richard Williamson.
Big lineup still ahead, remembering the man behind the diplomat.
Instinctively and intentionally and through his training, he was about bringing people together.
The family of U.S. Ambassador Chris Stevens talks for the first time about his life and his death in the Benghazi consulate attack. You're watching Early Start.